Watch facts, and today we are comparing the Borz Hund to the Doberman. Why, you might ask? Well, since the Borz Hund has risen to fame as one of the most exciting new dog breeds to enter the world of security and personal protection, it has been compared countless times to the Doberman, as well as many other established protection dog breeds. Some people suggest, why not just stick with a known guard dog breed instead of looking at new breeds? So today, Borz Hund creator Kian is going to be explaining some similarities and differences between the two breeds and why he believes that the new Borz Hund might just pip the Doberman to the post, just like the working dogs of old, before breeding for size and looks ruin performance, character and health. First, let's just look at the physical differences. Let's put a Doberman and a Borz Hund side by side. The first obvious difference is shape. The Borz Hund has a shorter muzzle and a thicker skull, designed for a stronger bite. The Borz Hund is thicker muscled and more compact. Straight on, his face and head is quite different to the Doberman. So how do they differ performance-wise? And why does Kian think that the Borz Hund might have a better chance of outdoing the Doberman in health? So let's begin. Number 1, history and creation. The Doberman. The Doberman, also known as the Doberman Pinscher, originated in Germany during the late 19th century. The breed was developed by Carl Friedrich Louis Doberman, a tax collector. Concerned about his safety while collecting taxes in dangerous neighbourhoods, Doberman sought to create a loyal and protective companion to accompany him on his rounds. To develop this new breed, Doberman is believed to have selectively bred dogs with traits that suited his needs for protection and companionship. While the exact combination of breeds used is not thoroughly documented, it is widely thought that the Doberman's lineage includes the Rottweiler, German Pinscher, Black and Tan Terrier, Weimaraner and possibly the Manchester Terrier and Greyhound. History and creation. The Borz Hund.
In 2017, I started with a few of my favorite breeds, and we've kind of been going back and forth and adjusting to get that perfect ideal dog that we were looking for. As we mentioned in other episodes, we are about 5 generations in right now, going on to our 6th one. So yeah, the program started about 8 years ago almost.
And founded in Canada.
That's right.
There you go.
Number 2, height and weight. The Doberman. Height, well, males 26 to 28 inches, which is 66 to 71 centimetres at the shoulder. Females 24 to 26 inches, 61 to 66 centimetres at the shoulder. Weight, males 75 to 100 pounds, which is 34 to 45 kilograms, and females around 60 to 90 pounds, which is 27 to 41 kilograms. The Borz Hund.
Some of the males that I measured, they were about 26 inches at the shoulder, as tall as 28 inches in some cases. And in terms of weight, we've had dogs anywhere between 75, 80 pounds, all the way to 115. But we ideally like to stick around 70 to 85, 90 for the females and the males. So about 70 to 75 for the females and maybe 85, 90 for the males. Dobermans, I think they shouldn't be too big. If we look at pictures of Dobermans earlier in the 1900s, they were never that big. They were more considered medium-sized dogs at that point in time. Very small, very athletic. But right now we're seeing Dobermans that are just way oversized, way too big as puppies and as adults. Dobermans are not supposed to look like Great Danes. They're not supposed to be that big or slow. So I think that's part of the reason why we're having a lot of health issues, because people are so focused on breeding for size that they're losing the workability and the health.
Number 3, life expectancy and diseases. The Doberman. Dobermans typically have a life expectancy of 10 to 13 years. However, there have been quite a few with a shorter lifespan recently. Dobermans are prone to certain health issues, many of which are hereditary. Here are some common health concerns for the Doberman. Dilated cardiomyopathy. DCM is a heart disease that causes the heart to enlarge and weaken, potentially leading to heart failure. Von Willebrand's disease, VWD. This is a bleeding disorder due to a deficiency in a blood clotting protein. Hip dysplasia. This involves the abnormal development of the hip joint, leading to arthritis and discomfort. Hypothyroidism. This is a condition where the thyroid gland doesn't produce enough hormones, affecting metabolism. Wobbler syndrome, otherwise known as cervical vertebral instability. Wobbler syndrome is a neurological condition that affects the neck and spine, causing a wobbly gait. Progressive retinal atrophy. PRA is a degenerative eye disorder that eventually leads to blindness. Gastric dilatation volvulus, or bloat. Dobermans are deep-chested dogs and are at higher risk for bloat, a life-threatening condition where the stomach twists and fills with gas. Albinism. Some Dobermans carry a recessive gene for albinism, which results in a white coat, pink nose and pale eyes. Albino Dobermans are at a higher risk for skin issues, eye sensitivity and certain cancers. The Borz Hund.
I can't exactly say how long the dogs will be living for right now, just because our oldest dog is 7 at the moment. But our goal is to really focus on taking away some of the diseases that the common working breeds have. So hoping that without those diseases, we'll be able to produce dogs that would live longer than the average dogs at the same size.
So what would you like them to be ideally? What would be the perfect age for them?
I would like to see dogs that are at least working until 7, 8, 9 years old and living up to maybe 10 to 12 or more. That would be ideal for me.
Number 4, speed. Doberman. The Doberman is known for his speed. On average, a Doberman can run at speeds of 30 to 32 miles per hour, which is 48 to 51 kilometers an hour. This makes them one of the fastest dog breeds, capable of rapid sprints and maintaining high speeds over short distances. Their speed is one of the reasons they are often chosen for roles in police and military work, where they need to pursue and apprehend individuals. This breed's powerful muscles, long legs and lean body contribute to its impressive speed and agility, making it a great choice for active owners and tasks requiring quick reflexes. The Borz Hund.
We're working on performance, so we're really focused on producing more explosive dogs. As you can see, my dogs are typically more muscular. Being more muscular means that in a lot of cases they're more explosive. Being more explosive is they're a little bit more powerful. When we talk about speed, we usually say speed is power, and the more powerful you are, the faster you are also.
Yeah, and also because they're not really large, that also gives them the edge.
Absolutely, absolutely. The bigger the dog, the heavier the dog, the more kind of sluggish they tend to be. So we really focus on staying away from that.
Number 5, agility. The Doberman. The Doberman is renowned for its exceptional agility, a trait that complements its athletic build and energetic nature. This agility, combined with its intelligence and trainability, makes them excellent candidates for various dog sports and activities. The Borz Hund.
Agility, I think it's fair to say we are quite ahead with that, just because the structure of Doberman, which I absolutely love, I think it limits them a little bit. So they have the chest that's a little bit narrower, but at the same time fuller, which doesn't allow them to climb as well. So I think the structure is very majestic, but it's not the most athletic. So therefore it doesn't make them the most agile dog, in my opinion. But I think if the dogs were a bit smaller, like the Dobermans back in the day, they were definitely more agile than they are right now. But as it stands right now, my dogs are more agile.
Number 6, bite force. The Doberman. The bite force of a Doberman is estimated to be around 228 to 305 pounds per square inch PSI. Although the bite force is great, it's not as powerful as Mastiff breeds due to the long shape of his snout. The Borz Hund.
I don't know the answer to that because we haven't measured the bite force of my dogs, but based on the working dogs that I've seen and bite work that I've seen in person, and also the structure of the jaw, we have a stronger bite force, because the Dobermans, they have this scissor bite, so the structure of their jaw is designed to cut deeper, and when they're cutting deeper, not to say it's weak, but they like to go for multiple bites, whereas I've tried to focus on more of a grip. So I like the dogs to bite and hold as opposed to re-gripping so much. In order to be able to do that, we need a little bit more stamina in the jaw and we need more power.
Yeah, structurally you can see by just looking at them, you get more power, don't you, from having the shorter muzzle and the stronger head muscles that come down and fix the jaw.
Absolutely.
Number 7, calm in public spaces. A Doberman can be calm and confident in public areas if they are well trained, well socialised and properly handled. Early and regular socialisation is essential for Dobermans to feel at ease in various environments, as they do suffer from anxiety and aggression if not trained and desensitised. The Borz Hund.
Dobermans are, I think, very good at that because I think they're overall very good in any type of environment. They're very smart dogs, and most of the times they're good around children and in public places and whatnot. My dogs are also very good at that, and we show that on a daily basis when we practice different things in different environments. But one thing that I've noticed is that sometimes when we're talking about working line Dobermans, sometimes they tend to be a little bit more anxious in different areas due to the high drive. Again, I can't speak for all the dogs because it's different case by case. Thank you. I think they're quite calm, but sometimes you get the anxious ones too. I haven't really had any problems with that with my dogs. I think we're very good with managing the situation and being lovely when needed.
I think there's been a lot of comments from people comparing the American Doberman to the European, actually saying that the American one is a bit more nervy, and that's why a lot of people actually choose European Doberman.
Number 8, calm at home as a pet. The Doberman. Dobermans can make excellent calm companions in the home when properly trained and given enough exercise and mental stimulation. Dobermans are high energy dogs, so they need regular exercise to remain calm at home. A Doberman that gets daily walks, playtime and opportunities to run is more likely to be relaxed and content indoors. Lack of exercise can lead to pent-up energy, making them more likely to become restless or even destructive indoors. Also, Dobermans are intelligent dogs and need mental engagement as much as physical exercise. Interactive toys, obedience training, or even learning new tricks can help them use their intelligence, keeping them calmer when they're resting at home. Boredom can lead to behaviours like chewing, barking, or other forms of mischief if they don't have adequate mental challenges. The Borz Hund.
We're pretty even at that. We're pretty good. I know Dobermans that are very good inside the house as long as they are exercised and mentally stimulated and trained, and my dogs also, so I think both are very good at home.
Yeah, so nice and relaxed when they get into the home environment, unlike Malinois that might be a bit pacey and a bit edgy. They just like to lie down and just chill in the evening.
And I think that's what everyone wants.
Fantastic.
You don't want a dog that
No.
crazy at home.
Number 9, responsiveness and obedience. The Doberman. Dobermans are highly responsive, intelligent and obedient dogs, often excelling in training due to their strong desire to please and their quick learning abilities. Dobermans are amongst the most intelligent dog breeds, ranked high in working intelligence. This means they learn commands quickly, often mastering basic commands within a few repetitions. Due to their intelligence and eagerness to work, Dobermans generally respond well to training. With consistent positive reinforcement, they can learn and follow commands with impressive precision. Dobermans are known for their loyalty and protective instincts, often forming very close bonds with their owners. This bond enhances their responsiveness as they tend to be attuned to their owner's cues and desires, making them attentive and alert to commands. These dogs have high energy levels and thrive when given tasks or structured activities. This makes them highly motivated and responsive in obedience training, especially when they are mentally and physically stimulated. Their protective nature means they are responsive to perceived threats. This can be an asset for a family or personal protection dog, but may require extra training to ensure their obedience in all situations. The Borz Hund.
With my dogs, I'm so focused on the performance so that I make sure that I produce dogs that are responsive, they are alert, focused, and they're aware of their surroundings. Unfortunately with Dobermans, only because they've been bred so many times over and over for looks, we've kind of moved away from that a little bit. But the original Dobermans, the real Dobermans, the working line Dobermans, they're also very good at that.
Number 10, drive. The Doberman. Dobermans are known for having a high drive, which refers to their strong motivational and intense energy levels, particularly in activities related to work, play and training. Their drive manifests in several key areas: prey drive, work drive, play drive and defense drive. The Borz Hund.
If we can find a good working line Doberman, they have a ton of drive and they can perform. But when we get to my dogs, again, back to selective breeding and choosing the right dogs based on performance. So I think if we looked at average Borz Hund and average Doberman, I think I'll be higher at that. But Dobermans could be pretty good as well. It's just that, again, like we've mentioned earlier, too many Dobermans are just being bred for looks, so that performance is not there exactly.
Okay.
Number 11, ability to out. In other words, to let go when told. The Doberman.
Dobermans, I think, will be easier to out because they're the type of dog that like to rebite.
The Borz Hund.
That being said, I have been very much focused on having a dog that's going to hold on to the bite, kind of like a Malinois when it comes to like protection work, or kind of like a Bulldog when it comes to hunting and stuff. So I'm really focused on the grip. It comes down to the training as well, because from a young age, if you could put that in their mind that when I say out, you have to out, and you get rewarded for outing, then you can be good at that. For me specifically, I don't like dogs outing that easily. I like for them to stay in the fight.
Okay.
Number 12, ability to swim. The Doberman. Now, the Doberman has a reputation for not being natural swimmers, and it's said that owners have to actually teach the dogs to swim. Theories to why they can't swim well include many don't like water, they don't have webbed feet, and their shape can make swimming tricky. We spoke to several owners who all back this fact up, saying that a Doberman can be taught to swim, but it certainly doesn't come naturally to him. The Borz Hund.
My dogs, they love to swim. For the most part, they have webbed paws and a little bit of a wider chest. They're very good at swimming and they love to swim.
And finally, what is the overall difference between the two breeds in your opinion?
The biggest difference, I would say, is health and performance. And those are the two main things that we breed for. And those are the two main things that I think we've lost with the Dobermans. Health-wise, it's very sad to see Dobermans die as early as 2, 3, 5 years old from heart diseases. So that's something that we've really tried to focus on our program to make sure that we stay away from certain diseases like that. And then also performance-wise, again, with so many people breeding the dogs just for looks, I think the Dobermans have lost that performance and working ability. And that's another thing that we really focus on producing. So the two biggest differences, I think, would be the health and the performance. But to also add to that last point, there are some people that are very successful with their Dobermans in terms of performance. I've seen a lot of people like competing high level, like PSA, IGP, French Ring, Dobermans. I just wish we could see more of them.
In conclusion, it can be seen that as a working dog, the Doberman has exceptional qualities, which is why he's one of the top few chosen as family protection dogs. He is clever, fast, agile, and great with families. The key differences between the Borz Hund and the Doberman is certainly physical appearance. If you see one in the flesh, the Borz Hund is much thicker and more muscled, more compact and less gangly. The Borz Hund has a shorter muzzle and more of a mastiff face. He pips the Doberman to the post in bite force, agility and swimming. He doesn't seem to suffer from nervousness in public areas, and the biggest difference of all, hopefully, will be seen in time, as Kian's main goal is breeding for health and fitness. If all goes to plan, hopefully we should see the Borz Hund outliving the Doberman, and also the eradication of these nasty hereditary diseases, which has been such a subject of contention within the Doberman breed.